Hello everyone, I'm Yufei Chen. I am an undergraduate at MIT and I am studying computational biology. And today I will be exploring how we can use large language models to rethink entertainment. The streaming industry is one of the fastest growing industries right now, with an average growth rate per year of almost 20% and shows no sign of stopping. And the market cap is estimated to be about $150 billion at the end of 2025. There is huge opportunity for new content creators, you and I, to take advantage of this bubble and grow our own content base. So now AI is a really hot topic, and especially large language models and newer models that are open source, such as Microsoft's 5.4 and DeepSeek's R1 models that are available now to the public that you can run on your own home computer. One might wonder how we can use this to facilitate the process of content creation. So firstly, there's the basic use cases. We can use it to act as a smarter moderation for viewer comments, so the chat, or we can perhaps even have it directly engage or interact with the chat. But we're exploring something a bit different today. We are going to explore how we can use large language models to fully autonomously produce their own content. So has this been done before? Yes, this has. There's been quite a few that are on the internet lately, and one of these is still running, and the other two were about like 2 years ago, a year ago or something. And these were huge, and people thought these were quite interesting. So I tried to take a look into these and how they were made, but they were closed source. So we're going to make one ourselves. And here's going to be our demo intro. And so what I've done is I've put 3 large language models replicating famous, well-known personalities into a Discord server, and I prompted them to debate about AI ethics. So for our contestants, if we may, we have Marie Curie, the Nobel Prize-winning scientist. We have Lord Voldemort from the Harry Potter universe. And to round things off with a more modern character, we have Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. And they will discuss AI ethics in a quick debate here.
Marie Curie here. Let's consider how AI could be guided by ethical frameworks to benefit humanity, much like our scientific endeavors are.
Ethical frameworks? How quaint! I find it amusing that you believe such constructs could guide anything as chaotic as AI, Marie.
Ah, yes, ethical frameworks, like a training wheel for the intellectually challenged. Voldemort, could we perhaps discuss how AI might serve as a tool in your plan to conquer the world?
Sheldon, isn't it true that even the most powerful algorithms need ethical boundaries to prevent harm, much like scientific research?
That's it for the demo, and let's see how this works. So here is a basic diagram of what's happening here. So we have our human input, which decides essentially the topic of the conversation and guides it. And on the right here, we can see these 3 represent the 3 AI models being used. And the most important component of this is the mediator. The mediator is also a large language model, and we'll go into a little more detail of how each component works. So one of the main issues with having more than 2 AI trying to communicate is they don't know really like who speaks. In a conversation with humans like you and I, we can figure out the context of who should speak next. But AI doesn't know how to do that. So what we're going to do is we'll introduce an external agent for these AI. We'll introduce the mediator or a supervisor. This supervisor or mediator can use the context of the conversation to determine who can speak next. So for example, here we can see this is the logic by the mediator AI to determine who should speak in the last part of the dialogue, where it decides that Marie should interrupt Sheldon's proposal to Voldemort about conquering the world. So this is the mediator AI. And how do we get the other AI? Those are pretty basic chatbots. So here we have system prompting to one of the AI to have a certain personality, and we also gave some of the AI some memory of a past debate, so they know, for example, how they should speak and what they should say. And we can imagine that this system with mediators and other AIs is a really small and modular system that breaks a complicated task into small components that are easy for AI to process. We can imagine using this system in other contexts, maybe even customer support, call centers, and more. So that's the more serious side of this whole concept. And in terms of future direction, there's a lot of things we can do here. Each of the 3 AIs here are pretty basic still. They are just a text-based model and they're only system prompted and given some prior messages in the prompts. And what we can do to improve them is, for example, we can use RAG systems to improve their memory and consistency. So these systems can allow the AI to access far more data than just their context length. And for example, if you're doing a live stream, the AI can remember what happened days, weeks, or even months ago. Other things we can do is add multimodal interactions. So the demo we had was only text and voice. So we can imagine adding speech to text to allow a human participant to talk to the AI as the debate goes on and guide the conversation. We can give the AI other APIs or capabilities to play with. So for example, we can allow it to see what is happening on your screen with models capable of image comprehension. And that can perhaps allow the AI to, for example, play video games even. And finally, we can use fine-tuning to achieve the desired personality of AI more accurately. So the AI here, they kind of replicated the personalities of the famous things or people they're supposed to be, but they can do a lot better. We can use fine-tuning to achieve even more precisely tuned personalities. Thanks for listening.